Venus flytraps evolved in a way that they can catch their own insects. And amazingly, the traps only catch the insects that they can properly digest. So tiny insects that crawl into the traps will close, but the insects are tiny enough to crawl through the spaces in the Venus flytrap, because the plant has evolved in a way where it can pick and choose what insects it wants to digest. So a large ant crawling into there, boom, that trap will close shut, and those spaces are way too tiny for an ant to crawl out, a large ant or a beetle. They've also evolved to not catch bees. So bees are way too big, and the trap mechanism isn't strong enough to hold a bee in there. So amazingly, prey that is too small or too large does not get trapped in its trap. So that's an amazing, almost like it has its own mind, almost like the plant thinks. So these plants evolved from regular leaves to trapping mechanisms because of the soil and the surroundings and the environment. They evolved to be able to absorb nutrients through the trapping mechanism, because the environment that they normally grow in is devoid, the soil is devoid of all nutrients. So the way that the plant evolved to get nutrients it needs to grow is to be able to absorb the nitrogen from bugs it catches. These plants are native, surprisingly, to the Carolinas of the United States. Most people think that they're tropical plants from the Amazon, but nope, they're from the southeast. Another wacky and unusual plant is this pitcher plant, or Sarracenia, and these evolved from regular leaves to a pitcher form, and there's all different shapes of pitchers depending upon the region that they grow in. So this tall pitcher is native to the southeastern United States, and they evolved into a tube, and around the rim of the plant and the hood, the plant secretes a nectar that attracts the insects, and the insects actually get drunk off of that nectar, and they'll fall into the tube. And there's the interior is extremely slick and also have downward facing hairs. So once the insect gets down into the pitcher, falls down in there, they can't crawl back up. And that's where the plant is able to absorb the bug's nutrients as it decomposes. These are Cape Sundews, and they've evolved from regular leaves to these sticky traps. And you can see the little droplets of dew if you look close enough. They sparkle in the sunlight, and that's very, very sticky, and flies and bugs will be attracted to that, and they'll land on it and they can't get off because it's extremely sticky. And the plant actually will start to curl its leaf around the bug to keep it even more tightly and trapped. This one here, the Sundew, was a favorite of the famous explorer, botanist, and naturalist Charles Darwin. He called the Sundew the most fascinating plant on planet Earth. If you're interested in these wacky plants and learning more, come on down to Rolling Green Nursery Saturday, July 11th and Saturday, July 18th.